All right, so this video is for the PAC Closet Library, and we're going to be talking about ledger boards at the bottom of our floor standing units and how to turn those on. So the whole purpose of the ledger boards at the bottom is it's essentially a nailer that's edge banded on one side. And the reason we want these is to cover up any of the caulk left over from the baseboard, if there was existing baseboard, right? Because there's going to be that line here. We just want to get rid of it. You know, if you don't want them cut to size, you can just cut them lineal, send them out to the job site, and the guys can chop them up. But this is one less thing that the guys have to do on site, and they're just ready to go. So what we can do, we're going to turn on nailers. So I'll go over to job parameters, and then we'll turn on T nail W. When we click 4 inches, we're going to see that nailers show up on the top and bottom. Now, with the closet library, we're not necessarily using nailers. I suggest using angle brackets, or you can hide some pocket holes up on the fixed shelf or up the top. You can drill those on site, pop them into a stud, um, or use the angle brackets discreetly. If you're doing that and you want to turn off the top nailers, I'm going to show you how to do that. But for right now, let's focus on the bottom one, the ledger board. And the reason we made it 4 inches is because that number basically stays on everyone's CNC machine. It's not moving. If you have parts 4 inches or larger that are moving on the CNC, you have like way different issues, and you should, grab some time with me, or, jump on the forum and ask some questions, because it's definitely fixable. Anyways, 4 inches. Let's go in wireframe and see what's going on here. So right now, I have the fasteners turned off, but I had to go into the fastener and actually turn them off. If you want to do that, I'll show you what you can do. You can go up to Libraries, Hardware, go to Fasteners, Joint Templates, and then go and find the Outrigger Nailers Partitions V2. Then we're going to go to Ends, Joint, go down to Bottom Nailer, and we're just going to, it was unfixed, right? We had 1 inch from the top and 1 inch from the bottom. We're going to click on Array because that has no fasteners selected. And that will get rid of the fasteners down there. And the only reason we might do that is it might be nice not to confuse our installers, because now they think they need to put wedge fixes in there and push them into the studs. Or you could just leave them on, and it's a little more structure that you have now. And you can always make sure that edge banding is on your nailers. That would be smart. So of course, we click on this section, we go into parts, and we look at our nailer. We have no edge banding on at all. So if you're one of those, and I missed the edge banding setup in your setup, just make sure you go to Other, Banding Template, and you want to pick a banding template, right? I have the PAC Closet banding. This is not importable into your system. You have to create it yourself. Very simple. You can just copy the frame list and it'll work generally. Now that we have that turned on, look at the cabinet section, go to Parts. Now we have edge banding turned on, everything. And our nailers have banding on one of those long edges. Doesn't really matter which. Okay, so that's fantastic. Now, to get rid of this top nailer, if you know for sure that you are never going to use a top nailer, then you can go up to Libraries, Products, and open up your library, go into your sections, and in every single section you can go to Parts to Build, turn off bottom nailer, right here, top nailer, turn off top nailer, save it, back to library, and you're good to go. That's one way you can do it. The other way you can do it is just on the fly in that job. You can go in here, Parts to Build, turn off your top nailer. Now the third way, that's probably the most professional way of doing this, is using a custom parameter to get rid of your top nailers. And that's going to be like part 2. I'm going to make that video next to show you how to make a custom parameter safely without destroying a bunch of stuff. And it'll actually be kind of fun too. So that's about it for this ledger board. And now you have these pre-cut, edge-banded one side ledger boards that are going to make it really nice for the guys on site to just, I mean, at this point, they have literally no excuse to not be able to install this in like, you know, a record time. So we're looking pretty good there. As always, thank you for listening, for watching, like, subscribe, send me questions. Say it every time, but hasn't gotten old yet, so I'm going to keep saying it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.